This is your moment to accelerate, innovate, and differentiate. Renesas welcomes you.
Namaste and good evening. On behalf of Renesas Electronics Global Community, I would like to welcome all of you to the second Developers Conference in Bangalore, India today. Many of you have traveled from across the globe, across the continents, from many parts of India, spending your valuable time with us and being a part of this conference. This commitment and partnership actually made the Developers Conference 2013 a grand success and a benchmark in Indian industry. And I'm sure that 2016 will be another benchmark too. Indian economy is accelerating at a faster pace than any other economy in the world today. As per the World Bank reports, we are expected to outgrow all the large economies, at least for next 3 years in terms of growth. India is becoming a favorite place for business and investment. It's a mix of factors that has put us in spotlight today. American economy seems to be gradually recovering, and Chinese economy seems to be on the decline. On the other hand, Indian government is putting schemes and incentives and promotions in place to bring in investment and promote business. With that, we are in the limelight today, and it's our opportunity. India is a great nation, great history, and we need to be among the tops economically as well. We are a 2.1 trillion economy, and in order to be number 3 in the world, we should be 10 trillion economy, and this is possible if we grow at a 9% compounded annualized growth rate over the next 15 years. Better economy means better lifestyle, more jobs for all of us, our next generations. It's a possible journey and a journey which is full of possibilities. I personally moved from Singapore last year to India to enjoy this growth and be a part of this journey. However, let's look at the reality today. We are growing at 7.8% CAGR. And at that rate, I believe there is some gap. And we may not be able to achieve number 3 position by 2030. And question is, how do we fill this gap? That means we have to run faster, do more, and accelerate, innovate, and differentiate. As per the PwC's latest and a landmark report, The Future of India, The Winning Leap, it ascribed the possibility of 9% growth and achievement of $10 trillion economy by 2030 to 3 factors. 2 of these factors are related to the governance, and I will not touch upon them. The third factor, which is related to us, and the most important in that report, mentions investment in human capital, investment in innovative solutions and development, and also a winning mindset of the industry leaders and participants. And that's our play area. If we work together, create solutions, innovations, and business together, I believe our goal is not so far. Now, in order to create the business together, we need to look at the market landscape and how things are changing. I believe IoT has transformed the marketplace. In a traditional business, we used to work as a chip supplier, bring our devices across to you with the feature sets that we have, and you would make solutions using the feature sets and bring it to the market. Today, a user is demanding experience, a value in the solutions, and that's based on the IoT experience. The younger generation is asking more and more, and it's ever more than before an importance that we understand what the customer needs, and as such, the value chain actually is reversing, and we need to start from the customer side and understand what customer needs. And the companies who will stay ahead on the curve will be the companies with the better understanding of customers' needs. Now let's look at Indian landscape and who our customers are. I believe many of you are familiar with this population triangle, the demographics of India. Can somebody tell me what percentage of Indian population is below 25 as of now? Any answers? Okay, there are a few guesses here, 50, 60. Yeah, we are close. Almost 50% of Indian population is below 25 in age. 600 million people, a humongous mass of humanity. It's approximately twice the size of United States of America. And these are our future customers. These are millennials, young people. They are tech savvy, they are impatient, they are value oriented. And if you don't give them value, they can also create value. They can be our customers, they can be our competitors as well for all the traditional businesses. Look at what's happening on an Indian startup scene. India has become the biggest, fastest growing startup ecosystem in the world today. We have leapfrogged many countries. We are at number 3 position. We jumped ahead of Israel last year. We are behind America and UK at this moment. 4,200 companies registered as startups, growing. So the landscape is changing very fast. These are the young millennials who did not get the values that the traditional companies offered. Snapdeal, one of the examples here, was set up by Kunal Bell in 2010 when he was a college student. As a part of his college project, he set up the company. Last year, this company received 7th round of investment of $500 million, and the investors are most illustrious names of the world today: SoftBank, Alibaba, Temasek, Tata, and so on. And all these names that we see on the board, we did not hear 5 years ago. So the landscape of the market is changing very fast, very quickly. Now, while there is pressure on the traditional companies and businesses from the grassroots, the big guys are not sitting quiet. Remember the value chain I showed? Googles and Microsofts of the world, they are closer to customer. They understand what the customer needs are, and they are getting into the space creating the value for customers. So there's pressure from the top, there's pressure from the bottom for the traditional businesses. And how do we work together and survive in this scenario? R&D labs are coming to India. Big multinational companies have taken a huge leap of faith in Indian engineering ecosystem and engineers. They've invested hundreds of millions of dollars here, and they're also bringing these solutions into Indian market. So the question for us is, where is our space, and how do we bridge the gap by our equity, our plug-in into this space? And how do we achieve the goal of $10 trillion together? I think the answer lies in synergized partnerships. If two companies with 2 domain expertise work together to create a solution, I believe the solution definitely will be better with another company or our competitor who works on a single area of domain expertise. That is the power of partnerships. And this is why Renesas has been fostering horizontal partnerships across the industry globally. This is one of the examples of partnership I wanted to bring across to you. Mr. Samir Kaji from Select Controls, Managing Director. Select was set up in year 2000, and in 15 years, short span, they've grown to a multi-country, multinational operation, serving the needs of biggest multinational corporations in the world today in industrial space. And Samir says our decade-long relationship with Renesas enables us to leverage on their solution strengths and gives us access to latest technologies they bring to the market. Such is the power of partnership. And on this floor, I invite all of you at DevCon to open up conversations, look at our solutions, tell us how good they are, tell us what additional needs you have, and we could foster similar partnerships with your needs and for the market together. We have the same vision for the market. So ladies and gentlemen, time is now. There's no better opportune moment for India. The government support policies are in place. The Indian government today has so many schemes. Manufacturing for mobile phones, we have a differential duty structure, incentivized. All the manufacturing is coming back to India today. The government wants to do more. There are many schemes like Startup India, Stand Up India, Make in India, and continuously there are tax incentives being discussed. And in the upcoming budget term, I hear there'll be tax incentives for Make in India as well as Startup India. So timing is right from the government side. I think it's our chance to act. Consumers are there. The market is humongous. There's 600 million people, millennials, waiting to consume the products that we create together. So it's time for us to make partnerships and create value together. And that's where is our equity in plugging the gap that we have to $10 trillion. That's what PW said. Industry action beyond the government action would be the key in covering up that gap. Renesas, on its part, in its DNA, is forward-looking. We have partnerships with the biggest companies across the globe, across the continents, and same in India. We are partnering with big, mid-sized, small-sized companies and creating value. We set up operations in India last year, incorporated a company. We've been present here a long time, but we incorporated a company in India last year, and offices in Bangalore, Delhi, Pune, Bombay. We have 2 solution centers, one in Bangalore, one in Pune, and a host of these solutions that you see on the floor are created by our engineers. And we'd like to bring these solutions across to you, show you, and work together with you to create future solutions as well. Excuse me. Renesas focuses on smart society, and there are 3 areas of smart society where we believe technology has seamlessly integrated and assimilated. One is smart home, another one is smart industry, and third one is smart automobiles. Also, there are 3 key virtues of these technologies beyond the technology that we keep in mind all the time. One is safety, connectivity, and green. In all the solutions that you see on the floor, there will be at least 1, 2, or 3 of these virtues where we excel. Imagine a home. You enter your home, and on your mobile phone, you could connect and pick up the readings from your weighing scale every day. Or you could connect with your blood pressure monitoring machine and connect your BP readings every day. And your mobile phone becomes your best health buddy. You could track the readings over a period of time. And RL78 G1D Bluetooth MCU enables precisely that. It's a smart 4.1 technology with adaptable and innovative RF on it. What's a smart home if it's not secure? Our RL78 I1D connects all kinds of detectors, whether it's smoke, gas, glass break, and many others, and gives you information right up to your monitors wherever you are in the comfort of your office or elsewhere. So please check out these solutions. They're on the floor. I picked up some examples for you to see. A smart door would be fantastic in a smart home. You approach the door in the late hours of the night, in the darkness, and you're scrambling to see the keypad. And the moment you approach the keypad, it lights up. What a fantastic feeling. RX 113 MCU enables exactly that. It has a proximity sensing built in. Not only that, it has CapSense, USB, LCD control, and other functionality. It's a high-performance, low-power consumption MCU, and this demo also is available on the floor. Let's move to smart automotives. In India, the fatality rates on the road is one of the highest in the world. We account for about 15% of fatalities on the road, according to some estimates. That's a huge number, and consumers and the government is aware of this. We are about to get more and more safety features on two-wheelers. Government has mandated the use of auto headlight on from 2017 on all two-wheelers. Our two-wheeler body control module solution, which has the MCU and an IPD built in, enables exactly that. It builds in safety, convenience, features into one solution. It controls the headlight, tail lamp, flashers, horn, also gives you follow me functionality. Not only that, we have immobilizer plus answer back, safety and convenience built in into one. Answer back was a feature that was mostly in the cars before we brought it into the two-wheelers, and this is getting enabled in some of the two-wheelers in India today. We also look at engine technology. I think emission norms is a big issue in India today. We are seeing that Government of India is pulling in the next generation emission norms for four-wheelers quite rapidly. We see it happening in the two-wheelers in time space. We have many engine solutions for two-wheelers, from CDI to TCI to EFI. We are discussing our EFI solutions with major two-wheelers in Indian market space today. So please check out some of these solutions on the floor. Four-wheeler space, India used to be a low-end car market with very little features and electronics, but that is changing today. In 2015, the ratio of mid-segment cars and high-segment cars has gone up tremendously, and that's where the need for features and demand is coming in. Imagine one child sitting in your car, lifts up the window, and the hand gets into the glass and the chassis of the car. It's painful for the child. But our door zone solution has an anti-pinch feature. If you check out this solution, you put your finger, the window will roll down immediately. So that's convenience, and we are discussing this solution with at least 3 makers in India today. Power distribution box replaces some of your fuses and relays that you see in traditional cars. If you open any bonnet, you will see colorful switches and all inside. We have a solid-state power distribution box, which is concealed inside the compartment, and this increases the reliability, safety. It's a small form factor, reduces the weight, and it's fairly advanced technology and in discussion with the car makers today. Graphic clusters is another one, which used to be the domain of high-end cars, but no longer. We believe we have to work on these solutions 2 to 3 years ahead, and we have brought in RH850-based graphic cluster solution. RH850 is a powerful MCU, feature-rich, and yet very low power consumption. It balances the features with the power and has added functionalities which are required for automotive world. Moving to the industrial space, smart industry. So what's smart industry? We started from Industrial Revolution 1.0 a couple of centuries ago with water and steam. We moved into an era of electricity in early last century, and industrialization accelerated from there. In recent times, we are in the world of automation, and that's Industry 3.0. In Industry 4.0, we are looking at controlling and managing the industry from cyberspace, from a remote location. Think of your next generation. Do you think they can work on the shop floors like we or our previous generations have worked? I don't think so. They would like to sit in the comfort of their offices, managing the industry, and getting all the analytics from the industry on their panels. And RZT, our RIN engine, enables exactly that. It works on multiple industrial protocols from machine-to-machine communication, Profinet, Profilink, CC-Link, and so on. It has a hardware RTOS built in for a precision control, and this demonstration is available at the end of the room for you to check out. Now, having created so many elegant solutions, what's next? There's a world of opportunities across the cloud that we can monetize on. Now, when we start thinking of creating this bridge, which is across the cloud and communicating with the customers, we need to think of communication protocols. We need to think of real-time operating systems, and the complexity in making the design goes up manifold. And Renesas addressed precisely that problem. We created an ultimate platform in the name Renesas Synergy. It has 3 components: Renesas Synergy MCU lineup, Renesas Synergy software packages, and qualified software add-ons. And actually, we have more. We have verified softwares, we have ecosystem, and so on. And it's a ready-made bridge for the customers to jumpstart and work on their core competencies, understanding of their customers, and monetizing their business ideas. So let me summarize. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Indian talent and information technology is India of tomorrow. This is a quote from one of the very famous personalities. I would not name him here. He's a political person. But I believe in this, and I think this is the fact for India. And at this moment, I would like to leave you with a 2-minute video. Please pay attention.
सर, आपके लिए उस पार कार का इंतजाम किया है सर। सर आइए सर। ये चल चल। जाओ बोलना, क्या बात करता है, क्या ऊपर से जाएगा, क्या ऊपर से जा जा।
गया मेन शो।
I hate this country. कुछ करो ना।
अब मैं वहाँ जाके क्या उखाड़ लूँगा?
कैसी जाने बूंदे आई, जाने कैसा दर्द लाई, सामने क्या है ये तेरे, क्यों रुका है तू बता रे हो। कौन तुझको पार लेगा, कौन होगा वो मसीहा, जिसे तू ढूंढता है वो ही है तू वही है। तुझ में तेरा रास्ता है, तुझ में तेरा है सहारा, तू ही तुझको पार लेगा, तू ही है तेरा किनारा। है तुझ में तेरा है सहारा, तू ही तुझको पार लेगा, तू ही है तेरा किनारा। जिसे ढूंढता है तू ही रे, तू ही रे, तू ही रे तेरा मसीहा हो।
A very powerful message, tu hi hai tera masiha ho. You are your own liberator. We are our own saviors. Let's work together, create the India of tomorrow, our goal of number 3 economy in the world by 2030, and let's accelerate, innovate, and differentiate. Let me leave you with these words, ladies and gentlemen, with a promise to come back in 2018 on a bigger scale, bigger DevCon, and seek your partnership again. Thank you so much.